welcome to Help Desk with Joe. This is show number 150. So halfway through to another centennial celebration. The last centennial celebration wasn't that big, but hey, it's a celebration maybe.
Maybe about 200 we'll get fireworks, or at least a sparkler.
Something, get something going.
We'll get a sparkler, we have to do it outside.
Promises, right? Yeah. Anyway, show 150, that's pretty good. We kept this show going through COVID and everything else and the transition and changes, so it's really neat to have that. And of course, here with us as always, Justin.
Morning.
And Joe.
Morning, fellas.
So we're back at it. Help Desk with Joe, sponsored by A&M Digital Technologies, local business here in the community, powering all the stuff behind Patch, and bringing to you the technological updates, news, and things that you need to know as a private individual, a small business, or maybe even a bigger business. And Joe, you guys are local, regional, national, international.
We're everywhere.
You're everywhere. It's kind of crazy to think that, a small business in Roane County, you hire a couple people, that you have that kind of reach. But
yes,
pretty good work on Cena's part to make that happen.
Yes.
I'm looking at you as I say that.
And you heard that I didn't deny that.
Right? No, that's smart on your part there. Cena listened to me, he's like, attaboy, Joe.
Yeah.
You get dinner again this Cena?
Yeah. I would say it's too cold to sleep outside.
But yeah, you guys got Nick there in the office, and we love giving out the phone number and having people call him. Has he gotten any random calls, by the way?
Not because of us.
Passing out the number somewhere else, hey, call Nick.
Yeah.
Got problems with your car brakes? Call Nick.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So another exciting day. We've had a couple weeks off here. Weather and everything else has had an impact, but we're back at it. Show 150. Super excited for that. And you got some good stories this week, Joe.
Yes.
Start off with Netflix.
Yeah, this gets the Bonehead of the Day award.
Oh boy.
Netflix's ad-based plan is missing some key titles. We talked a while back that Netflix was going to start including a new ad included fee or plan. It was going to be a little cheaper, but they was going to include ads. Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
They add the ads, but you don't get the full Netflix library like you do on the other plans.
Really?
Yeah. So not only do you get ads, but you don't get the whole library.
You get less selection.
Yeah.
That's probably in the fine print somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so there are several notable titles, including Netflix's own Peaky Blinders, starring Oscar-nominated Cillian Murphy, or kids' favorites Minions, The Rise of Gru, Hate Watchers looking to view the Spider-Man spin-off Morbius has also been denied. The good news is Netflix is making more of these titles available over time. The Netflix CEO said they crunched the numbers and found a decrease in the number of restricted titles, with the U.S. still seeing the largest gap. So they're not doing this just in the U.S., they're doing this worldwide.
Wow.
So why would you add ads to your service and limit titles? Because in my mind, if you're going to add ads, okay, that's your thing. But why would you cut down on the selection? Because that does nothing but hurt you in the end.
And what do they give up by cutting down that selection? I mean, is it...
Exactly.
It's free, so... At least I think it's free, right?
Well, I mean, they're paying the licensing fee for the movies, but
That's what I mean. They're already paying for it for the other plan, so what does it matter if this plan gets it?
Exactly. If anything, it's going to help boost their numbers.
Is that a ploy, you think, to try to get more people to buy a higher plan to get them back?
Maybe, but obviously it's failing miserably.
That's a failed strategy, sir. Thanks for playing. Let's try something else.
Yeah. The Blood Brilliant guy.
Yeah, gosh. That cat gets around.
Yeah.
Boy, does he do some damage. I'm excited for when he shows up in one of our meetings. I'll be like, all right, I know you.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir.
I've seen your work.
We're getting rid of this cat now. Yeah. No, thank you. That would be fun. I swear, we need to be in more meetings.
Yes. But
we should start an online meeting. Just say, okay, people, these are public meetings. This is your one role.
Yes.
You go in, you spot the Bloody Brilliant guy. Here's the tip of your fishing rod. Yeah. You wear him out.
I want to see that thing in splinters before we begin to go.
We expect you to come out of there with a nub.
Yes.
And somebody to have some welts and not be able to say anything.
Yes. But why? So anybody that has the ad-supported subscription, and you wonder why you're not seeing some of the titles. Well, this is why. It's nothing. It's not a pure accident. But why would you?
Yeah. Why would you subject your viewers to that? Do they think they have that much pull?
I
Think they can just get away with it, or I mean, what do you think the mentality? I mean, I know it's ignorant,
Right.
but what is the mentality really there for? That it's like, well, people won't notice, and then they'll upgrade.
But that's the kicker. I don't know because it makes absolutely no sense. I can't make rhyme or reason of it. Justin, chime in any time, sir. If you can make heads or tails of this.
I wonder, if you've been watching Peaky Blinders. Is that Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, Peaky Blinders. Yeah.
You're watching that, and then all of a sudden it just disappears. You're like, okay. Or you're like, wait a minute, time out. I've got to make a call here because I got to finish episode 3.
Yeah. Well, okay.
And their official site says, for this plan we're talking about, ad-supported, all but a few movies and TV shows available.
Wow.
But why? Yeah, why?
Okay.
It's just like 3 or 4 things, leave it out for some reason. But it could be some sort of, disagreement. Couldn't come to terms. Well, Peaky Blinders is a Netflix show.
Yes. That's the thing. Okay, if it is a licensing issue with like Universal Studios or something like that, I get it. But it's including your own original content.
We couldn't come to an agreement with ourselves.
The Bloody Brewing guy isn't here at the moment, so we had trouble making a decision.
Bob across the hall took the last bear claw out of the vending machine, so you know what? His show don't get on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Daggone bear claws, now I'm hungry.
As soon as I read it, I was like, you're kidding me, right? So I went and looked at the list, and like, there's a whole list, and there was several Netflix originals, and I'm going, this is a joke. There's no way this can be serious.
How much does that plan cost? What kind of cost are we talking about?
$7 a month compared to $15.50. Standard versus premium.
Huh. All right, so.
Wonder how often these ads are popping up too.
See, I don't know. That's what I'm afraid to bump my. Well, obviously now 2 reasons. One, I don't want the ads, bump my subscription down to it, and 2, obviously I won't get all the content.
Yeah.
So I was looking up the plans. So they got standard $7 a month, or standard with ads. That's the one we're talking about, right?
Yes.
And then standard $15.49 a month.
Yeah.
And then premium $23 a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll look to see. I have Netflix. That's the one thing I do have.
Mm-hmm.
And my plan's basic.
Yeah.
That's not even one of the 3 plans.
Yeah, it says basic is no longer available
That's what I
for
have.
new or rejoining members.
Yes. So you've been grandfathered in.
Yeah, the next time it goes, I'll get a different plan.
Well, if you cancel your subscription.
You can remain on this plan. Yeah, you're grandfathered in basically.
Okay, so I can stay there.
Yeah.
Until you cancel, and the next time you sign
I was
back
gonna
up,
say-
they're gonna nail you.
I saw the bill and it's like $10.
Yeah.
So I only pay $10 and that allows me. Like
Two.
I know Kale's on because he uses it.
Yeah.
Wonder if you have Peaky Blinders.
I don't know. That's why Kale uses it more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look and see. Good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Some
guess-
ways I'm like, well, if you want to give folks the option and they don't mind the ads and they can save some money, I guess it's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I have 0 issues with that.
Mhm.
If you want to do that, fine, more power to you. But then when you limit the catalog on top of that, that's just
Yeah.
dumb.
It's a little weird too. Someone that would sign up for it, where when it says right here, they're basically rolling the dice a little bit, like all but some stuff will be on there, and they don't know what it is that's going to be on there and what isn't
Yeah,
that they're going to be missing out on.
and you would think, okay, well that's probably some movies or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, no problem. But when you hear it's their actual original contents included in that,
Yeah, I can get Peaky Blinders.
okay. Let the record show Dave can still watch Peaky Blinders, so we're good.
It's probably going to continue going forward. There's just going to continue to be random stuff unavailable for the
Yeah.
ad supported.
Yeah.
By the way, this month, whatever you were watching is no longer available.
Yeah.
You're welcome. We're here to serve you.
Yeah.
Where customer service is our priority.
And now an ad from our sponsors.
Yeah.
So,
Gosh.
so you're doubling your income because now you're pulling money from the customer and an advertiser, but still restricting content.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I meant to mention that earlier. It's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
So they're getting two types of money out of that deal, but yet still restricting content and their own content. That just seems. I'd love to know the logic there. Like, how does that make sense to somebody? And what does it get? I still don't understand what they get. I get the ad content.
Yeah.
You're getting money. But the limiting services does not make sense to me at all.
No.
I don't know.
I would end up probably getting thrown out of a lot of meetings, but I would just love to sit in the back corner of some of these meetings just to hear the nonsense
Right.
that goes on. Somebody goes, well, this is a good idea. And, this isn't just some one individual
Yeah.
flipping a switch. That there's a group of people, like-minded
Yeah.
people, obviously, that goes, hey, that is a good idea.
Yeah.
So, the issue with Peaky Blinders is that it's not actually Netflix. It was taken over. It's a BBC original series that, Netflix got its hands on.
Okay.
But,
Really?
But doesn't actually own it outright.
Hmm.
So maybe that's what it was.
That-
BBC and Netflix could have been fighting.
Well, that's a possibility, because BBC does some different things.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Anything else on Netflix?
No, that pretty much covers that one.
Ugh. Holy cow. Anyway, so Netflix, what do the people need to know? Be aware that if you sign up now.
Well, if you sign up for the ad-supported subscription, that you may not be
That's-
getting the whole Netflix experience.
Right. So it's only for the
Yeah.
people that are signing up
What was
new.
There was like some Minion stuff that wasn't on there too, or something?
Yeah, one of the Minions movies,
Yeah.
Minions Rise of Gru,
Yeah.
and then the Spider-Man spin-off Morbius, and there was a whole list of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And like included some of the older good movies like Stand By Me.
Stand By Me.
Yeah, it wasn't on there.
I like Stand By Me.
And I'm like, that's a classic. Why?
Yeah.
I give up trying to.
It's
figure-
weird. I was looking through movies, and like some of the older movies from the 80s. They charge you like $4 to watch.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Who wants to watch those other than me?
Either enough people or not enough people. I don't know which category.
That's
it
what I
falls
mean.
in.
Even if it's not enough, you think that it would be. They show them on TV
Yeah.
for free, and yet I gotta pay if I wanted to see them. Anyway,
Yeah.
That's my own soapbox.
Yeah, the folks that held on to their VHS players, they got it made. They can get like 40 movies for $1 at the thrift shop.
Yeah.
This is true. I was in one of those thrift shops, and man, DVDs and VHSs are still popular.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Like a whole section.
It was like a flea market thing up near Marietta. I had to
Mhm.
burn about an hour before Kel got done. And
Did you go to Rinky Dinks? Or Brinks?
is that the big like old shopping?
That one, that little knoll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a booth that was 20 by 20 full of DVDs.
Yeah.
Ceiling to floor.
Yep.
I was like, holy smokes. Yeah, I wandered around there a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't even buy anything. It's weird though. You know how you walk in those places and you smell like the grease food? And,
Yes.
yeah, and the old clothes smell type deal?
Yep.
Yeah, brought back memories. I was like, all right. My grandma would have loved this place. She drove me to all kinds of flea markets and auctions. And that smell. Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of the universal smell.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, tell us about Mozilla.
No, Disney.
Disney. Tell us about Disney.
Disney is going to start charging a fee to share your streaming account later this year.
Can you bring a little bit of sunshine and good news, Joe? Is it all?
Wait till the third story,
All right.
Justin. Well,
All right.
just stick with me, buddy.
Okay.
I'll pull you through.
Hold on. Say that again?
Disney is going to start charging a fee if you share your subscription with someone.
Mm.
Trying to hold Netflix lockdown.
Yes.
How would they know?
They just know. Just like when we talk about Boots and then Boots show up on your Facebook feed, it just knows.
That is true. I was joking with somebody about that the other day. They're like, man, I really need to start shopping for this. I was like, ooh. And so I said it like 5 times in a row. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just letting your phone know so your ads will be appropriate now. You're welcome. I got a track them down again at soccer practice and see if they start getting ads in that category.
See, I use that for the wrong reasons, because I grab my buddy's phone and I'll just say some of the weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you doing? Like, when your ass starts showing that stuff, you're welcome.
Yeah. I'm helping.
Yeah. I use my powers for evil, not good.
Alright, so Disney, man, they're pulling from the Netflix playbook.
Yeah, Disney has a new account sharing policies, and it plans to enforce them by implementing a fee for Disney Plus streaming customers later this year. CFO Hugh Johnston announced the move during the company's first quarter earnings call on Wednesday after the media giant updated its subscriber agreements with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Continuing a trend kicked off by Netflix last year, Disney's password crackdown will start this summer. They said, quote, beginning this summer, Disney Plus accounts suspected of improper sharing will be presented with new capabilities to allow their borrowers to start their own subscriptions, says Johnson. Later this calendar year, account holders who want to allow access to individuals outside their household will be able to add them to their accounts for an additional fee, end quote. Last week, subscribers began receiving emails that detailed changes to user agreements on each platform. Subscribers may not share their accounts with anyone outside their primary household residence unless it's permitted for their tier. According to Disney's terms, the agreement says the company may check for compliance by reviewing your usage habits and choosing to limit or terminate access.
Oh, wow.
The policy went into effect January 25th for new users and begins on March 14th for existing customers. So if you are sharing your Disney Plus account, you may want to...
They could limit your access, so they could basically ground you and say you're only watching Disney once this week.
Yeah. You can only watch part of the catalog, and it's part nobody ever watches.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
This is your
Time out.
punishment.
That's wild. I mean, what if I guess I would take my laptop, so they would know, or it would be trackable if I took my laptop. Let's assume I go on a weekend soccer trip and I want to take my laptop and watch something.
Yes.
But can you check in on like smart TVs at a hotel? Because I always see, like
Okay,
Netflix,
so-
log into your Netflix and stuff like
Well,
that.
I've tried this. Where was we? Was we at a hotel or an Airbnb? I tried that. I tried to sign in my Netflix, and it wouldn't let me. It's like,
Yeah.
you're not home. We're not letting you access. And the thing of it is, I wasn't signing into their TV. When Cena and I go on a trip, I pack my own Roku.
Right.
So that way, for security reasons, everything's logged into my device. So they know that they have that device logged. I know for a fact that they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yet, it still wouldn't go through because I wasn't home.
Yeah, that's what's weird. I don't know enough about it, and I don't care that much
Yeah.
as far as like traveling and having my stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
It's just
It
annoying.
it seems like it'd be really hard to police.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I went on soccer weekend and I wanted to watch Netflix on I guess my phone would be still connected. Like I could watch it on my phone with no problems, even though I was in a different location.
Well, it would pick your phone up as a mobile device, so it'd go all day just on the road and they'd let you through. But now if you try to hook it up like a Fire Stick or a Roku,
Right.
yeah, then that's a whole other...
Now, I assume the laptop would be the same way?
They might let you get away with that because
Yeah.
it may show up as a laptop and not a streaming device. The laptop I have to put a question mark on.
I was still trying to figure out Kale's deal because he watches it through his video game.
Yeah, through his game console.
Yeah, so he takes that to college with him for 9 months out of the year, and he's there. So I wonder if like my basic plan would be cheaper, but they're charging me for 2 people.
Right.
I don't know. And then getting hit with spam.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, definitely want to. Companies have the right to, within reason, have people actually pay for their
Yeah.
service. But yeah, if you take it too far, then you got an annoying situation for Joe here on the road, and he can't even use something he's
Paying for it.
paying for. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Because, I mean, you think if 50% of the people shared their password with just their friend,
Right.
now you're losing out on 50% of your income.
Yep.
Potentially.
Right.
Like if you, Joe, you give me your stuff, you've seen how this works in the past.
Oh,
Odds
yeah.
of me using it are slim. So they're not getting my money either way.
Right.
So, there's that. So maybe a quarter, maybe they would get
Did
a quarter
you
of it.
make any effort to like fix it, Joe, or are you just kind of like, well,
I just went to something else.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not fighting, and
yeah.
it's not work. It's
Not
not.
Do you want to stay on the phone for 5 hours?
Yeah. I'm on I think we was on vacation. It's like, I'm not going to waste my entire evening
Yeah.
on vacation getting stressed out when I'm supposed to be de-stressing.
Yeah.
Like, I will watch something else.
Did you have that moment where you're like, man, I need an IT guy?
Yeah. I've had those days like, I just need somebody where I can just go, here, fix this. Oh, wait, that's me.
Yeah. Cena, where's the IT guy?
Yeah.
We have problems.
My head hurts and I'm tired of thinking.
man.
That is true. Personal question for you, Joe.
Okay.
Do you ever get to the point, like I know auto mechanics and, even myself in this have gotten to the point where we're like, okay, I do this all day, and the last thing I want to do is come home and do it some more for myself.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, my laptop was giving me trouble the other evening at the house, and I'm like, I just want you to work, or like just hand it off to somebody. And like,
Yeah.
I come home. This is supposed to be my safe zone, like where I don't have to deal with this
Yeah, yeah.
nonsense. But here I am fighting with my own laptop.
Well, hey, Joe, next time just call me. I'll take care of it for you, buddy.
Okay, I will hold you to that, sir.
Good luck. You get what you get, and you don't get upset, all right?
All I ask is if you're gonna take a sledgehammer to it, let me take a swing too.
Yeah, yeah.
Leave enough for
I
me
was
to
gonna
take a
say,
good swing.
you get it back all burned up and twisted. Be like, what happened? Not fixable, Joe. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hope your warranty's good. I did the best I could.
Yeah, with what I had.
I looked at the one prompt, and that's all I knew. I started to Google it, and I got lost in my train of thought and set it on fire. Sorry. Anyway. I figured, because, I see what you do, and just even in our office and for our technological needs, it's got to be a headache.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lot of the same stuff over and over and over, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where I get into
Get
some of
home,
those stuff that we was talking about before the show.
Yeah.
I like that stuff because that's a complete change, a different change of pace.
Right.
Not, it's fun on my part trying to track that kind of stuff
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
but
Yeah, get something new on your plate.
yeah.
Nice. All right. So, Disney taking the playbook from Netflix.
Yeah.
Going to town. There must be money in it for them to put the effort in, so.
Yeah, because Netflix is doing a bang up job at it.
Netflix is so bored they're coming up with new problems for
Yeah.
themselves. Yeah. All right, well, Mozilla.
Okay, so here's some good news for you gentlemen. I know you guys, I've almost got you guys on the privacy advocate train.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't even know what Mozilla is, but okay.
Mozilla is a nonprofit organization who is strong on security, privacy, open source technologies.
Okay.
So yeah, they're like Mozilla is basically created by the people that use it, right?
Yes.
It's like for the people, not
yes.
by some big corporation
Yes.
company.
Yeah, you guys have heard the web browser Firefox, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's owned by Mozilla.
Open
Mozilla's
source.
been
So
around that long?
Yeah.
everyone can see what the code is for it and
Yes.
make improvements. And
Yes.
What if they mess it up?
Well, that's why there's a community. When the bloody brilliant guy goes in there and starts adjusting it, there's 10 people with fishing rods going, get out of here.
Yeah. Okay, so they self-police. And
Yes.
get out of here. I like that.
Yeah, they don't even whack him. They're just like, get out of here or we will beat you.
Yeah. Is there a security issue there, though?
No, because it's all open source. It's an open community. So if the bloody brilliant guy tries to inject bad code to mess things up, there's 10 people saying, no, you're not going to do that because this is
Right.
what's going to
Do
happen.
you think they try a lot, or they just see that that's how it is, and so they don't?
Oh yeah, there's people that try, but
Now, how do they hire people to do this?
since it's open source, it's kind of like a community all for the greater good kind of deal.
Right. Is there like a structure though, a framework?
I think so, but I don't know how the business side
Right.
of it works. But
Okay, I was just curious.
yeah, but it's like you guys, it's full transparency, so there's
Yeah.
nothing really to hide.
Right.
But they're really good at pointing out the other guys. Hey, did you catch what they did?
Yeah. Wow.
So Mozilla is offering a new service called Mozilla Monitor, which scrubs your leaked personal information online, but for a fee. So let me explain how this new service is going to work. So Mozilla is rolling out a tool that can automatically monitor data brokers for your personal information and scrub any of those exposed details from them. Mozilla Monitor Plus expands on the Mozilla Monitor, formerly Firefox Monitor service, which lets you know when your email address is included in a data breach. The new paid service, which costs $9 a month or $107.88 per year, aims to proactively make sure your personal information stays off more than 190 data broker sites. Mozilla says that's double the number of data brokers than its competitors monitor. Subscribers will receive data breach alerts as well. So if your account shows up in a new data breach, Mozilla will alert you immediately as soon as they find out.
I have a question.
All right?
What does scrub mean?
They pull it out of there.
Okay.
Or they threaten like legal action or something? Because with these data brokers, are they legally allowed to sell your information unless you tell them not to, or what?
Well, I think there's a lot of those loopholes in those terms of service and stuff. But Mozilla goes, yeah, y'all don't need that. So,
Where do they get the number $107.88? Is it so hard to just say $108?
well, let me look it up here.
I mean, I was just curious.
107.88.
You know what I mean? I see that all the time.
Right.
Like,
It bumps it down to $8.99 a month if you do the yearly plan.
But I mean, why?
Well, so you're saving a penny.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is the old car sales tactic. 15,998. You're just under 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That drives me crazy. Just say $9 a month and let's go on.
Yeah. or if you're gonna do the yearly discount,
Yeah.
knock it down to $100.
Or I'd
Or
be happy if it
105.
was 105, 108. Just
Yeah.
say 108.
Yeah.
Don't tell me the 88-cent part. Anyway, personal peeve.
To better understanding on how prevalent this issue is, you can get a free one-time scan that can show you if and where your data has been exposed. To do so, you'll need to sign up for a Mozilla account, provide your name, current city and state, date of birth, and your email address, all public data. Mozilla says it will encrypt this data, which it notes as the least amount of information needed to obtain the most accurate results. The tool will also highlight information from quote-unquote high-risk data breaches such as social security numbers, credit card details, banking information, along with advice on how to have your data scrubbed.
This kind of happened to me recently. That's a story for off air.
Now you've piqued my interest, sir.
My email was connected to some sort of
data breach?
Activity that I was basically berated for over the phone.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
Off-air conversation.
Okay.
So funny.
Okay.
I think you could say not local and just
Right.
not give the name because
Yeah.
it wasn't local.
Right.
This is a good one. Well, you don't even have to say what service industry it was in.
But yeah, I wonder how long this story's going to go, and I don't want to bore the people out there.
Yeah, if you can't give the full detail.
We'll give the fast and dirty version.
Basically, I was accused of, you know how you will use a service and then they'll text you and say, ask for your feedback on how the service was.
Right.
Somehow or another, some scoundrel out there submitted a survey using my information and said something offensive, to which the business owner called me, berating me for being sending in such a immature type
See, Dave, I told
comment.
you it would work.
Oh, and just to be clear, this is down in like Charleston.
Yeah.
Like not here local.
So I was called at 9 a.m. about to walk into the office with someone accused or threatening legal action on me for.
And this is the actual business owner.
To which I had to calmly, even though I'm getting pretty hot.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Yeah, you're almost saying, yeah, those comments were justified.
Yeah. Sir, I did not fill out the survey, which I did.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll fill out those surveys. This time I did not. And somehow or another. But he was convinced and was ready to go to the magistrate because my email was right there and they were going to track it back to me. And you think it's funny sending in stuff like this. And I'm like, sir, I did not do it. He's like,
I almost want to know.
he said, if you want to just admit to it now, then we can talk about it. But otherwise, we're going to the magistrate.
I know we'll talk about this off air, but I almost want to press you on air to find out who this business is because I want to have fun now.
It's a big business.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, are you sure it was the owner? You got to look this up online and see because.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I thought I was being prank called.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way that business owner. This is a big business. We'll say 100 employees.
Holy cow.
I was like, there's no way you'd get the actual business owner. I said, I bet if you called the office right now, there's no way you could get the actual business owner. And your answer was?
Yeah, I called back.
You called him back and got the same guy. And I was like, oh my God. What are the odds?
Because I called back to let this business know, hey, I mean, something crazy's going on here. Maybe you guys are, like, somebody's pretending to be your owner.
Yeah.
And she's like, hold. And then on comes that voice again. Hey. And I'm like, oh, not you again. It was crazy.
Because
I did not want to talk to him again, but I just wanted to let them know this was going on.
Okay, now this just opens up a whole new like level of messing with people. Like my buddy Greg, it's no secret.
Yeah.
Like anytime you go to the malls and places like that, you know, they want you to sign up for a free lawnmower and stuff, and then they'll just bug you for the next 6 months. I'll sign him up for all that stuff. So then he'll get all these weird calls like, "Thank you for signing up for his lawnmower, and would you like a free home security system?" Now I'm gonna start sending weird reviews.
You don't have to. He's already getting it done to himself. So, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying we'll start sending reviews
more.
Yeah, with Greg, and so that way all these weird businesses will call him. Why'd you give us a 1-star review?
I want to know what he was reading too. That whatever the person wrote, making it seem like I wrote that.
It must have been
something pretty offensive.
Yeah, something startling for the business owner to say, "This takes my personal time and attention."
Yeah. I would be almost tempted to go, "Hey, could you forward me that? I want to read it."
What exactly did I say, sir?
Yeah.
I send a lot of surveys in. Sometimes I say some pretty messed up stuff. Can you remind me which one that was?
Yeah, what date was that I sent that? I sent like 30 that day.
That's just what I do for fun. That's what gives me joy in life.
Which version did you get?
Yeah.
Which version did I give you? I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't remember.
For some reason, I have a feeling Netflix is getting one by next week with Justin's name on about that. I can't watch Minions.
I was giggling about it at first, and then when I said, "Well, you got to call the guy back," because surely, and when he said, "I got the same guy," I was flabbergasted. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
Oh,
what are the odds?
Apparently, pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the whole thing's hilarious now, but the day of, I was.
Oh, he was hot. Yeah, he was hot. He came in, and I was like,
it messed up my whole morning.
Something's wrong because Justin's hot. He's mad. He's like, "You won't believe this." The best part is, all I can do is laugh about it. No, come on.
It was a good prank. Whoever did that.
Oh my God,
got me good.
Somebody stood back going, "Aha!"
Yeah.
I don't know who this Justin Balsert guy is, but
Watch
get
this.
some.
Just made fun of the Bloody Brilliant guy one too many times.
Yeah. It's like I'm offended by this guy.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were like sitting in the waiting room where you know the plates with you, or just like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah. As much as I hate that it happened to you, Justin, it's like that's brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like one of the level of prank like I'd never even thought of.
What I don't understand is the business owner. Hey, why wouldn't you just shrug it off and say this is all ridiculous? Obviously, it's a false one. Just kick it out.
Right.
Yeah. This guy argued with you and took your call back. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
His time is worth way more than that.
Yeah, because
at like 9 a.m., so it was like the first thing he probably did in the morning.
Yeah.
He got his cup of
I've had
coffee.
enough. I'm not putting up with this Justin Balsert guy.
Opened his computer with his cup of coffee, slammed it down, and said, "I'm calling him right now.
I'm calling this clown. We're gonna sort this out."
Yeah, because like if Justin was on the news like bashing his business, I'd get it. Okay, this guy was a bozo, but like, yeah, what are the odds? Like, is there not anything triggering his head going? This might just be a farce. There's no possible,
Yeah.
Or if let's say there was a legitimate issue, call and see what his problem is. Not Ricky or I'm taking you to court.
Well, the funny part was, I feel like it's pretty far-fetched from my understanding of the review.
Yeah.
Like, it would take a lot for that situation to happen.
Yeah.
And it would be obvious to everybody in the business at the time. So for him to even look at it and say, "Man, this is plausible," makes me wonder what's going on there.
Yeah.
For him to say, "There's another one of these."
Yeah.
What's going on back here in the the business area? Somebody check the cameras.
Yeah, we need the Paul Harvey
That's
off
the other
there.
part. Why would he not check? I'm sure they have security cameras. Why not check the cameras and say, like, oh, this cat didn't even leave this area to go,
Yeah.
or whatever.
The crazy thing is, like, I was happy with the whole experience.
It was.
3 days later, I would have been a 4 or 5 star review. To suddenly, I'm like, am I going to go to court now over all this? And like, took it from 5 stars to -5 real quick.
Oh man!
I just went to get an inspection sticker. That's all I wanted.
We're coming for you now.
Most expensive
Anyway.
inspection sticker Justin ever got.
It made my day. I'll tell you what. I know he was distraught about it,
Yeah.
but I was like, "This is awesome."
Because my head starts spinning. I'm like, am I going to be in court, like trying to prove that I didn't send in this crazy survey? And like, how am I going to do it? And,
I was like, "I'm going with you."
Yeah. And now I'm going to. Now Dave and I are selling tickets to this circus.
I just want to sit in the back and see what goes down. Doing, oh yeah. Once in a while.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm tempted to figure out how I could submit a review and be like, "Hey, listen, I heard about this Balser guy and his experience. I want that too."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting. Can I have some, please?
Yeah. I want the Balser special.
I'm not sure which employee we should talk to here, but
Yeah.
I want that guy's name. I'm in. I'm just in. That's all I'm saying. I'm in.
I don't know what I'm signing up for, but let's do this.
Yeah, I'm in. It
Oh,
sounded like
boy.
fun. He's been telling everybody. What do I need to do to shop there and get this?
Apparently leave a bad review. That's step number 1.
Yeah. If I'd have been thinking quicker, I'd have called you, Joe, and said, "Hey, we gotta make a call." "Sir, I'm calling for the Better Business Bureau. We have this guy.
Yeah.
This is his name. Have you had any contact with him?
Yeah.
If so, I'm going to need the transcript of those records."
Yes. Everything you have.
We'll need video. We'll need to talk to the employee. We'll need, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. All right. That's a heck of a Mozilla story. Let me just tell you.
Oh man, that falls right in line.
Like, security of your
Your stuff.
stuff. It's very important.
You know, I gotta say though, of all ways to get I don't even know if you were hacked, but to get your email used against you,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, that's a great way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
How did he get your number though?
Just when I checked in into the.
They had it on record.
Yeah.
the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a tech savvy guy. You know, he gives his phone number out for that kind of stuff.
Oh man, I wanted to get you on the line, Joe, and explain to him that there's other explanations.
Yeah.
That, it's possible that someone else could submit it.
Yeah, literally, it would have taken probably
It's
like
crazy
30 seconds to look at it and prove
as a
like, yeah, that's
business
not his
owner
email address.
to not like give your customer the benefit of the doubt, like to instantly go to
Yeah, that
coming for
extreme.
you,
Yeah.
instead of like it crossed your mind that maybe there's some other explanation.
I almost want this business owner to send it to the Kanawha County Magistrate Report so they can, like, as soon as they look at it, go, okay, you're a ding dong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
This
a
is
big
not what-
business. It would be news.
Yeah. And Justin, I know that the news crew will end up at your front door. And Mr. Bosher, how do you feel about this business wrongly accusing you?
You should have recorded
Yeah.
the call and been like, hold
Yeah.
on, record.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Say what you want, clown.
Yeah.
Send that in. Be like, listen to this business owner.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyway, it was good.
Yeah, I wish that was a feature on phones. Hey,
Although,
recall the last 10 minutes, save or something. That'd be
oh
cool.
no, there's an app. I record every phone call
Yeah.
I get just because of the telemarketer.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
you
start
can
now.
download an app that will automatically start recording as soon as you pick up the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, there's all
Dang
kinds of
it.
good stuff out there. All right, Apple users, that'll be released to you in a couple of years.
There's our Apple Dig of the day. I like no one.
You're welcome. All right, well, Joe, you got a product review for us?
Yes.
Is it something we can use, we can play with? What we got going on?
You'd have to come out to the office to play with it.
Oh, man, that's always the story. It's Thursday,
Yeah.
fire alarm check day.
Yeah.
So ignore that buzzing. We are here for our daycares and the senior center and all that. They do a fire alarm test on Thursdays.
And you say that, and one of these days it'll actually be a fire test same time. Oh, it's just a fire alarm. Hey, look, they're going really good. They had smoke to it today.
There's sirens and lights and smoke and everything.
Yeah, they brought the fire trucks in.
The daycare kids love the fire trucks. They love the fire trucks. And I gotta say, we do have a really good fire truck here that does kids days and comes up to our daycares and visits the kids and talks to them about fire safety. Man, what a good group. Anyway,
So on to our review.
yes.
Today we are reviewing the Bambu Labs P1S 3D printer. We did the anchor make.
Did you get another one?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, your new 3D printer.
Yeah. Well, this is my second 3D printer.
Nice.
Yes. So I'm going to throw some nerd at you guys for a second to go through just the specs.
Gotcha.
So the printer has a print bed of 256 by 256 by 256 millimeter cubed. It's about a 9 by 9.
What was it called again?
Bambu Labs, BAMBU, Labs P1S.
Got it.
This printer comes with an enclosed shell. It has an all-metal hot end, a stainless steel nozzle. It can print up to temperatures up to 300 degrees Celsius. The build plate has a maximum temperature of 100 degrees Celsius and a max print speed of 500 millimeters per second. It also includes a filament runout sensor. And if you buy the AMS, which the AMS gives you the capability of printing in multiple colors. So instead of doing single color print, you can actually print, if you buy one AMS, you can do up to 4 colors, but you can actually add up to 4 of these AMSs, which you can do up to 16 colors.
How does that work?
It's cool. So what it does, when you're doing a print, you go in the Bambu software, and like you color your item. It's kind of like Microsoft Paint. You paint it, and then the software determines, okay, he wants this color, he wants this blue, he wants this green, and then when you tell it to slice to prep it for the printer, it goes through there and knows, okay, he wants these layers blue, this layer green, he wants that little spot over there orange. So the software all determines that.
How does all the 16 reels fit?
Okay, so the AMS, it's just a little box that has 4 reels of filament.
Yeah.
So what it does is, when it starts printing, it feeds that one color in, and for that one particular layer, it'll print all that space on that one layer for that one color. Then it runs that, then it sends that reel back, and then it unrolls the next one to color in the spots for that layer and rolls it back.
Because I'm looking at it, and it has the 4 reels across the top. But
yeah.
It'd be crazy to fit 16 of them.
Well, you just stack. You can stack the AMSs on top of each other.
I need to see a picture of that.
Or set them beside each other, yeah.
Wow.
Like do you manually have to take one AMS off and put the other one on?
No, you stack them because you can actually daisy chain them off each other. So you'll plug one AMS into the printer, and then the AMS itself has a second plug where you can plug another AMS into and daisy chain them off each other.
Yeah, look up that picture.
What's AMS stand for?
Automatic. I'm not sure. Let me look it up real quick.
Material spool.
Automated material system.
Okay.
So if you're wondering what kind of materials you can run through this printer, it supports PLA, PETG, TPU, PVA, PET, ABS, ASA, and it's also capable of doing PA and PC. I'm not going to go through all those unless you're into 3D printing. That's kind of...
They're nice features to have, though?
Yeah.
They're good. We'll say they're thumbs up. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
It does come with a camera. The camera is a 1280 by 720 resolution at half a frame per second range.
Mm-hmm.
It also does time-lapse supported recording, so you can actually record your print being made and then in a time-lapse setting.
How many colors do you have, Joe?
As of right now, I could do up to 4, but come next Tuesday, I can do up to 8 because I ordered a second printer last Tuesday night.
So you'll take the one AMS off the one and double it onto the second one?
If I want to, I can. Or what my plan is right now to have 2 fully functioning machines, so I can do 2 prints at the same time.
Right, but they'll each do 4 colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I can just take it and plug it into one and make it 8.
Gotcha.
Or one of the AMSs.
Right, that's what I meant. You can take one of it.
Yep.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, because as soon as I get it, I'm going to sell my anchor make, and then I'll have two machines that are exactly the same and can do everything I need.
Until you need to upgrade next time.
Yeah, but by that point, I should be having a lot of work lined up that can justify that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I see this as a big market, and
Yeah.
you know, you'll, like every other business, you get to where you're solid on that, and then you upgrade to the next.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's a bigger.
There is a bigger one. It's called the X1C. That's like the big brother. But honestly, for what I'm doing, there's really not much difference between the two to justify the cost difference.
Gotcha.
Like they have a big commercial series, but I'm not that big yet to be able to dump $3,000 on a printer.
Yet. That's what I'm saying.
Seems like desk figurine type things are big with these, you know, just little decorative figures and stuff.
What was that at the marketplace that I went to?
Yeah, Rinky Dinks.
Rinks,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah, they had a booth that's just dedicated to like little dragons, and it was, some of them were like, I don't know, you remember the little snakes that you could
Yeah.
wave, and they
Yep.
had some of those type things.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was all just 3D printed stuff.
Yeah, you gotta watch those. I mean, as a consumer, it's not going to bother you any. But a lot of these people that print that stuff, this is something I've learned doing this. Is it's all determined by licensing. Like you can print anything you want, but you gotta look at the licensing, whether it's for personal use or you can actually sell it. Because a lot of these people are taking these files that are used for personal use, printing this stuff out and selling it commercially, and that's where I have a problem. Because I had a buddy of mine asking, I was talking to him and his wife yesterday, and she's like, "Why don't you sell those dragons?" I said, "Because I can't find a license to sell." I said, "A lot of these people that are selling them online are using the illegal license." Well, I was actually able to track down a license. I printed up a test one last night, so I haven't been able to look at it yet this morning to see how well it turned out. But it's like, yeah, a lot of these people aren't paying attention to the licensing and just printing and selling. I'm going,
Yeah, I mean, well, what's the odds at a flea market type place somebody's
Right.
going to turn you in? But
Right.
I get what you're saying. It's kind of like an image.
Right.
You don't want to go out and take somebody's image and use it without their permission.
right, but that's why I use, I found there's several sites where you can actually buy subscriptions and get commercial licensing. So one of the companies that I use for Christmas, they had like 5 different Christmas ornament designs, and we did a bunch of them.
Yeah. You should have just bought the 4 printer lab set. It's only about $6,000, Joe.
Oh, is that all?
Man, it's kind of cool. It's looking at a close up of the filament, and it's I don't even know what shape that is, but it's like a twisted cord.
Yeah.
That's wild. Huh. Interesting. So how much, like, have you just played with some stuff for yourself? Just like, all right, yeah, I want one of these. Print.
Yes.
Or are you so busy that you don't have time to play there, really?
Well, a little bit of both. Like if I catch a day or two, like what I'll do is if I'm caught up on orders, like I'll do like a weekend. I'll do a big print that takes like all weekend to do.
Yeah. Well, I noticed Justin and I haven't gotten any like desk trinkets or anything as a courtesy.
I know. Well,
run.
trust me,
You know,
I've.
that's what Justin was hinting around about desk trinkets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make you guys a dragons. How's that?
So you like the Bambu Studio, the software that pairs with it?
Yeah, the software comes with it is phenomenal. Like again, I'm not the person that does the adult thing and does the proper research. I just like jump in the deep end and see if I can swim. And the software, there's a little small learning curve if you don't know what you're doing like me. But once you figure it out, like so the software you can actually make your designs and you can actually get a preview. And it'll give you a breakdown of when you click the preview screen, when it scans it to slice it to send it to the printer, it gives you a breakdown before you start printing. Okay, here's how much filament you're going to need for each color, and it'll actually give you a price dollar-wise how much it's costing you to make that project, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And then you can go to the device tab and actually watch the camera live, and then you can actually set your colors for your AMS. Say, okay, slot 1 is blue, slot 2 is yellow, slot 3 is orange, and slot 4 is green. And then when you send it to the printer, it'll help you match those up before you get started. The software is phenomenal.
Impressive. Just the technology involved in that,
Yes.
calculating the cost, knowing exactly how much filament you're using and all that.
Yeah, because it's about 2 cents for your what they call the standard PLA. What most people print everything in, it's about 2 cents a gram to print, and you buy it on a reel, it's 1,000 grams. So it's usually between $15 and $30 depending on which brand you get for just the PLA. Now, if you get in the other stuff, the prices can range wildly. But for the most part.
So I looked up the most 3D printed items.
Yes.
Survivor whistle, sunglass visor clip, earbud case, carabiner, Flexi Rex, which is a little dinosaur, a key holder, pencil holder, headphone stand, a bowl, planters. That's pretty cool. They got a little octagon.
You
Yeah.
ever try a bowl?
I have not tried a bowl yet. Now, I did make some really cool vases for Valentine's Day that I put on our website. It's a vase, but then like right in the middle, it has a bunch of little hearts, and then it has a tube in the middle, and it has a snail hanging off the side of it, and little hearts and butterflies all over it.
This is cool. So they made a cube,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got indents in it for measuring. Like the one I can see is 1 tablespoon, so it's got a little square,
Mm-hmm.
and that acts as your measuring.
Nice.
Yeah, it has all of them. Like I'm looking at half a tablespoon, 1 tablespoon, and whatever 50 milliliters is on one side.
Yeah.
And the bigger side has like quarter of whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That a measuring cube.
Now,
USB holder, faucet saver, cable holder, catapult. Somebody's making catapults, Joe. Why do we not have a catapult?
because
Yeah.
I haven't found the file yet.
Checking out that vase now. It's pretty intricate and
Bookmarks,
crazy detailed.
Yeah, the to max it out at 9 inches, the tallest I can make on my machine, it takes about 12, 13 hours to make the 9-inch model of that base.
Wow.
penny whistle, a dragonfly. Ooh, they made a cool looking dragonfly.
Yeah, now I may have made my niece dog
Coasters.
whistle for Christmas, like 3 of them, because I knew her dad would take them away.
Nice.
So she's
Always good to be one of those family members. Like, yeah, I know who got you that. Never mind, just hand it over.
yeah. So
Joe.
oh no, I was there. Like I made sure she got it. So we go outside and she's standing in the driveway just blowing that thing, and all the dogs, because they live in a little community there, and all the dogs, like the neighbor next door, all the dogs are lined up on their back porch, just sitting there just howling.
Yeah, nice. Chip clips, wrench, electric violin. Ooh, that sounds like a drawing machine. Make
Hey.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you got all sorts of stuff on your website here, Joe. Different 3D items.
Robot arm. Can make a guitar.
Yeah.
So that Spinosaurus, is that what the new machine?
Yes.
It's got the white eyeballs and the green body, so multiple colors.
Yeah, and actually that all prints in multiple pieces, so I'm actually working on going to print a giant one, like one's probably going to be about that tall.
That'd be cool. And then you just glue them together?
It all snaps together. So then the legs actually move and
Oh,
flex,
okay.
and the arms move, and
Wow. I think I've asked this before, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. So say it's printing like a spherical ball. Like, do you need some sort of stand to hold it? Otherwise it would just like roll around inside the... Like, how does it do rounded edges? You have to rotate it and like hold it in place, and then it does...
No, if it's like an actual sphere, what you can do is you can actually tell it in the software to print supports, and it'll actually print supports either underneath it or around it to hold it in place while it's being printed.
What is a blobcat?
Hmm.
Oh, Blobcat?
Mm-hmm. Is it just like a desk figurine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the supports are not attached to it?
Well, they're
Or you
just
cut them off? Or?
Yeah, you can just pull them off.
Okay. Wow.
That's pretty wild. Retro Joey Stick fidget toy. Okay. I'm just not looking at your stuff.
Yeah. Now I've got some new models that I haven't put up yet. Like we can 3D print a portable book stand. Like it collapses in on itself, folds down into something real nice that fit perfectly in a suitcase. But actually, I tested it, and it was actually strong enough that it could hold like an iPad. So you can be a phone or a tablet/book stand.
Wow.
Wild. Yeah, that's a massive variety of stuff.
Well, so,
Pretty neat.
so one of the cool things I made Cena and my mom and her mom for Christmas was a towel holder, a dish towel holder. So it was a plastic piece that you can like hang on your wall in your kitchen, and then there's a rubber piece that you print with what they call a TPU that goes in there, and it had a hole and then like little grooves all the way around, so it could actually grip it. But what's nice is if you go on Amazon, those are like $10 a piece.
Oh wow.
And I think I made it for like maybe $1. But what's nice is, well, that one on Amazon, when that rubber piece finally wears out, you just throw it away and have to buy a new one. This, when that rubber piece wears out, you pull the rubber piece out, and I can go print you another one within an hour, slap it back in there, and it took you maybe 30 cents to replace it.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your best selling item?
Right now is magnets and coasters.
Really?
Yeah, so I have a buddy in North Carolina. He's a content creator,
Yeah.
and he does stickers. And I've been making magnets and coasters out of his stickers, and we stay busy with that.
Gotcha.
And then actually, I teamed up with another TikTok creator and have started doing magnets and coasters for him as well. So we are in the 3D printed magnet and coaster business, and right now it's doing pretty well.
Nice. I like the little rain cloud plant water.
I sold one of those the other day. It's the first one I was able to actually make. Cause some of those I'll put them up, but I won't print them.
Yeah.
Because it just takes so much time. I don't want to print it unless there's actual money involved.
Oh yeah.
But it actually worked pretty neat.
Pretty cool.
So, can you tell it to print different like densities or like rubberiness, or is it all the same?
No, that's where your material comes into play. So like the PLA, that's just your general plastic. Then the TPU, that's a really more rubberized material. So that's where, and like if you want a stronger, sturdier plastic, more regular plastic, you get into the higher levels of the different. So it all literally depends on the type of material you want to use.
So this like this technology's existed since 70s and 80s, but now it's kind of like become possible to be in people's homes. Like all the toys we play with as kids, there was some factory somewhere using something similar to this.
Well, I think they actually use
Technology.
like actual molds.
Yeah, they use like blow molds and the solid molds. Yeah. So it's different.
Okay.
Because that stuff's outrageous. Once you make the mold, it's there. Where this, you can change every little thing as you go. So.
Right.
But it's, for a big time manufacturing business for commercial usage, I don't feel this is very pertinent. Well, I just mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you needed to make 50 dinosaurs, you're going to do what they did and get the molds and crank them out quick and put them together, and
Right.
This is more custom.
Yes.
That makes
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Huh. All right, well, you got a pro con this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Lay it on us.
All right. So the pros, easy to set up and to operate. The website claims it takes you 15 minutes to get it set up and going, and I will attest to that. It took me probably close to 30 because I was being extra careful, because when they ship it to you, if you buy because you can buy just the printer or you can buy the printer with the AMS. So if you buy the printer with the AMS, they actually put the AMS inside the printer and actually bolt it down to the frame of the printer. So when it ships, it's all in one box.
Yeah.
And buddy, they don't fool around with making sure it's locked tight, not jostle around and tear anything up. I mean, it's a $1,000 piece of equipment.
Yeah, nice.
So easy to set up, easy to operate. The print quality compared to the Anchor Make, it's no comparison. And I didn't realize how much different the print quality was until I went back to look at my buddy Grayson's website where when I first started doing the stuff for him, and look at some of the designs I posted on his website. I called him out on it. I said, dude, why was you letting me put that garbage out with your name on it? And his wife kind of laughed. She's like, well, you gotta start somewhere. I'm like, but seriously, you all are legitimate business. Y'all are doing great in sales, and why was you letting me put your all's name to that garbage? Like, I feel bad. And they said, oh, it's fine. I'm like, no, you see what I'm doing now with this better machine. Why did you let me?
Do you want to give out their website so people can check it out?
GraysonMcGahaComedy.com. He's an online content creator. He does blue collar. He talks about blue collar stuff. And
Grayson what?
Grayson McGaha, GraeSon McGaha comedy.com, and he does stand-up comedy. And he just recently hit 1 million followers on TikTok.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
GREY.
GraeSon.
Alright, hold on, I gotta back
Dave's going to get it in the virus.
Grae. No Y. Try that one. There we go. Nice. He's got a good website.
Yeah, so if you click on the magnets and coaster section, that's all the stuff I make for him.
Hey. Walking violation.
Yeah, walking HR violation.
Yeah. Nice. Those look awesome. Sold out. He sold out the black and white walking HR violations.
So I need to go update the quantity then.
Mm-hmm. Cool stickers. Okay. Nice stuff, Joe.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm actually working on another additive to their website, which we're still working on, so I can't announce it yet. But our 3D printing products are expanding on there as well.
I'm just gonna say I'm upset. Where's this guy from?
North Carolina, Monroe, North Carolina.
All right, because he doesn't have anything that has like the Mothman or the Flatwoods, whatever.
Okay, so
you gotta get him up to speed on his cryptids, man.
Well, he's working on that. That's a discussion for off air.
I got you. I'm just saying you just can't claim Bigfoot and go on.
Yeah. Trust me. He's working on it. Trust me.
Yeah, I saw they had an off-road group came through, started at Sinker Rocks, came all the way through Central West Virginia, and ended up at Point Pleasant by the Mothman statue.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, that's a good place to finish.
Well, he's talking about wanting to come to West Virginia, and I told him, I said, come up here. I said, we'll go to Point Pleasant. We'll go to the Mothman Museum, because we drove past it, but I've never gone into the Mothman Museum.
Well, when you do, let me know. I'll give you the backstory, and I'll send you some other places.
Ooh.
So apparently, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy how it actually went down. So anyway.
Because I know Dad's told me over the years that when the Silver Bridge fell, my great grandpa had a dairy farm then.
Oh wow.
And their milkman, the dairy farm was right across the road from our house in that field there across from the milkman was 2 cars from being on that Silver Bridge at night. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craziness. It's funny they still call it the Silver Bridge.
Yeah.
The new one's the Silver Bridge.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm waiting for the Mothman to return. I'm always a little antsy when I go across the bridge.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Anyway, so pros, cons, where we at?
Okay, so we did the pros. Oh, okay, more pros. The print quality, the ease of repair. Compared to that Anchor Make, it's how easy it is to repair when there's an issue. I've only had a couple issues, and it was pretty easy fixes.
Yeah.
It's just, there's no comparison.
Nice.
And parts availability, I complained about, but
Yeah.
Literally, if I wanted to, if I wanted to take the time and spend more money, I could literally buy every part to that printer and build it myself on their website.
That's a dangerous game, but I get it.
Yeah.
But it is. Parts availability is a big deal.
Yeah, literally up to, I think you can even buy just the frame itself if you wanted to buy. If the frame's not on the website, that's probably the only part you can't buy on that website. But literally every other part for that printer is available on their website. So that's a biggie for me.
Nice.
The cons, just a few cons, and they was really hard for me to come up with. The one con is the camera only does time lapse. With my Anchor Make printer, I can watch the print being made, and I can actually watch, in full real time. I can do the same thing with the Bambu printer, but it's not a smooth run. It looks like time lapse the entire time. It's kind of annoying. not a deal breaker, but compared to what I've seen and where I'm at, it's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Another con is when you do the multiple colors, what it does is when it feeds the filament in, it actually cuts it off in pieces to shoot it through.
Right.
So when it rolls it back, there's still a segment of that collar left. So when it sends a new collar in, it has to extrude the old collar out of there, so where it's supposed to be black, you don't have a little bit of red then black.
Yeah.
So
little overlap?
Yes. So what it does is when it sends that new collar through, it extrudes so much through to make sure it gets all that old filament out of there.
Yeah.
Well, it sends it down the hole, and the Bambu community calls it the poop chute. It turns it into a little ball and sends it down the chute. Well, it does it catch it. Like it'll just, if you don't have anything to catch it, it'll just right into the floor.
It's just gone.
It poops and shoots right down into the floor. And so, of course, there's 1,000 different catchers that you can print off. So that's what I did. I printed off a catcher and fixed the problem. But it does not come.
I wonder if somebody sat there at the time and was like, you know what, they can make their own. They literally just purchased the machine to make stuff. Let's let them make their own.
Yeah, and there's some really creative designs on there. I've seen somebody had one look like Cookie Monster, so it looked like he was feeding Cookie Monster as the little balls fell into it. But so that wasn't a deal breaker, but it's just kind of a minor annoyance. And one of the big ones for me, and it's not a deal breaker, just again an annoyance. The AMS does not support, or they don't recommend you running the TPU through it because the TPU is so limp and flexible. It's hard for the machine to actually pick it up and send it through. So if you want to do a multicolor print with the TPU filament, you can't unless you want to change all the colors out manually while you're doing it. So that's kind of a pain.
I got it. Well, is there a fix to that though?
Not for the TPU, no.
Yeah.
Just
pick a
different
evil
filament.
you got to deal with.
Yeah, pick a different filament.
All right. Well, I'm curious, Justin. You want to give a guess on the rating, or
do
you need more information?
Oh, it's sounding like Gold Star to me. 5.
5? Really? 5? You're going 5?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
I'm pretty much always wrong though, so.
You just settled into that role. I'm gonna throw something out because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
There's enough cons there for me to take it a little bit away, so I'm gonna say 4.5. But you seem pretty happy with it, and you were able to fix your own poop issues.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna say 4.5.
If someone just tuned into this right before he said that.
Please feel free
no
to
context.
call Nick and leave a review.
Yeah, about the poop shoot.
But yeah, it's 4.5 is what I'm going with, Joe.
All right.
That's fair.
Dave hits the nail on the head. It's 4.5 out of 5, but even though it's not a perfect 5, it still gets Joe's seal of approval.
I can tell you're happy with it.
Yeah, I just ordered another one.
And you just ordered another one, yep. But not a complete 5. It takes a lot to get a 5 out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be sparkling clean with everything.
Well, so last night when I was doing my homework, I was looking up cons, and a lot of these cons I just kind of forget about because it's not, like the filament falling down the chute. Well, I printed out the box and I just forgot about it. It's no longer an issue.
You're a problem solver.
Yeah. So it was one of those, okay, I need to go look at reviews and see what people are complaining about. And then when I seen the review, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, yeah, that is a minor issue.
A little help from your friends.
Yeah.
All right. Well, pretty cool. So that's the
Bambu Labs P1S.
P1S. I think it's PS1. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. P1S, just a little reversal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you have any interest in digital printing stuff, that's pretty awesome. It's a great review, and I know that's a big thing now. People like it. So.
Yeah, and we've done. I told you I did the parts for Gravely, right?
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we did plaques for the Gary Bender Invitational Wrestling Tournament back in December.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. That was kind of a fly by the seat of my pants and let's see if it'll work, and pulled that one out.
Nice. Awesome. Well, if anybody needs to get a hold of you, because you went over some couple negatives and then a positive with Mozilla, but Disney, Netflix, not really your deal, but if anybody has any questions about technology related things, and or 3D printing and interested in your products at amdigitaltechnologies.com, then how they get a hold of you otherwise, other than going to the website that I just gave out?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, and TikTok at AM Digital Tech. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Spotify Podcasts.
Spotify. All right. And, feel free to call Nick. Keep him entertained. Justin's got some ideas for you.
Justin's typing a lot. I think he's out sending some more 1-star reviews.
Call me up, will you? Get one of these.
Yeah.
Anyway, so great week, great show. We're glad to be back. We'll be back next week with some more. And for myself, Joe, and Justin here, we'll be back next week. Everybody enjoy this last couple of days of sunshine, because as I understand, the rains are coming.
That's what I've heard.
So get out in that sunshine, soak up some vitamin D, have a great week. And many, many thanks to Joe and Cena and Nick, A&M Digital Technologies, powering all the stuff behind Patch, and for our community. So shop local, stay healthy, have some fun out there in this sunshine. We'll be back next week.